The buildings you see a few moments later, both because of their spectacular design and unusual building materials, are very visible compared to other buildings around them. Of course, some of these buildings have been built in such strange places that there is no other building around them that they want to be compared to. Let's see together. Hanging Temple. The Hangshan Temple has unique architecture on a cliff in the Golden Dragon Valley. This temple is located at a height of 75 meters from the ground, and stone steps lead us to a wooden temple situated on a mountain. A legend says that a monk started the construction of this 40-hall temple 1500 years ago. It is surprising to all visitors how such a building was built in those years without any facilities. According to research, the temple was built to protect against severe floods and storms on the mountain and has remained intact. This building shows the peak of genius in ancient Chinese architecture. Palacio de Sal Hotel. Palacio de Sal Hotel is built next to the largest salt hill in the world. All 30 bedrooms, walls, and furniture are made of salt, and you will not find any screws, nails, or cement. Because to build this hotel, they used a mixture of salt blocks with saltwater, and the rest of the parts are mostly made of wooden parts. Because building materials are tough to obtain in Bolivia, the designer of this hotel decided to use the salt in this area to build an environmentally friendly hotel. You can go to the salt kitchens for lunch or relax in the salt bath, dry sauna, and steam room. The strange thing about this hotel is that because guests cannot believe that they are sitting on a salt chair or leaning against a salt wall, they often try to lick the hotel to make sure. This issue was brought to the management's attention, so the guests were strictly forbidden to lick the walls. Katskhi Pillar Church. Although it is not uncommon to hear stories about people living alone and in isolation, they excite and fascinate people whenever examples of these stories are reported. Such a concept of life is foreign to most of us. This form of life became increasingly popular as the news of a nun living alone on a giant stone slab spread throughout Georgia. Says the monk, "It is on top of this stone slab and in absolute silence that you can feel the presence of God." For him, living in isolation is an excellent way to have a real, uninterrupted relationship with God. He regularly climbs rocks to pray with neighbors and those living in the monasteries below the pillar. The journey he climbs the column takes about 20 minutes. His efforts are supported by the monks at the bottom of the column, who send him food and other items he needs. This monk does not regret his decision to live in isolation in the upper pillar of Katskhi. However, climbing a 40-meter ladder poses challenges for his middle-aged eyes. But he says he will continue to do so until his body surrenders. The train stops on the 6th floor. A railroad in one of the cities of China crosses an exciting route. Of course, this road is neither a beautiful forest nor a fantastic valley. The railway, called Liziba Station, runs through a 19-story apartment block. The train passes through the 6th to 8th floors, and the floor residents also have their station. Construction equipment and machinery are designed and used so that the amount of noise is only as much as the sound of a dishwasher. This fascinating train in the city of Chongqing in southeastern China, with a population of 49 million, is a very creative work. Wat Samphran Temple. Wat Samphran Temple is one of the strangest temples in Thailand and bears no resemblance to any other temple in Thailand. This exotic temple, with its pink facade and the huge giant dragon drawn around it, is one of the strangest tourist attractions in Bangkok and has such a different appearance that every tourist will be amazed to see it. The temple is 80 meters high and offers a fusion of Thai architecture and Chinese culture. It is interesting to note that the height of Wat Samphran Temple in Thailand has been chosen to be 80 meters to remind the lifespan of the Buddha, which is 80 years. Visiting this temple is the dream of every tourist in the world.